Hello guys, I'm here now. It's the third attempt, and I'm going to start a new series today because I haven't been on in ages. And I thought this it's based off this thing called Anime, where you do anime first episode or series a day. But I'm going to call it Aniday because I'm going to do it weekly. I'm going to do it 3 times a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So watch out for this because today I'm going to do Digimon. And this is my first and favourite anime, because there was tons of series and everything. So, it begins off with the first one, which is the first characters here. The main protagonist is the kid in the blue t-shirt, I think Tai. And then his kind of rival, but kind of not, is Matt, who's standing next to him, who's in green t-shirt. And then they also have a lot of other characters as well to, you know, make the story wide. There's about 50 episodes in it, in each series. The first series was with the people that you just saw. And the second series was with, it's called Digimon Adventure 2. And then the third series was Digimon Tamers. And the fourth series was Digimon Frontier. And then the fifth series was Digimon Day Squad. And then the one that hasn't been English dubbed or English subbed yet is called Digimon Fusion, which has only been released in Japan at the moment, but I think they're making a English dub and English sub version as well. Then there's also the concept of Digivolving, where you have your base Digimon, which is like they have stages. They have in training, rookie, champion, ultimate, mega, and I think that's it. But you always have a rookie. You start off with an in-training, but it stays as a rookie once it's Digivolved. And that's all the Digivolutions of the first adventure. And then this is Digimon Adventure, but there's 1 and 2 there, so there's 1 and 2 Ultimate Digimons. And I kind of like want to go rewatch them, but I can't because like it would just be boring because I've already watched them like 7 bajillion times. And then you've got the concept of a different Digivice every different series. So the first series and the second series had a different one, in the fact that it was bigger and it was more like a cell phone. So they kind of go with the fact of like changing it so it looks like a cell phone. Or just a phone, I guess you couldn't say cell phone. But they have made, like, see, here's all the rivals, that's what I'm trying to say, but here's all the rivals. And they have Matt, don't know all the rest of the other names, but they have all the rivals for, well, not rivals, so they're like team assistant people that are like the protagonist, but they're not, because they haven't got that sort of main character vibe around them. So they're not the main characters, but they are in a sense. Here's all the different Digivices, as I was saying. They look more like phones, as in first one doesn't look like a phone, but looks kind of like a transmitter sort of thing. And the 2 on the left and the right look like phones, obviously. Then the one above that one, yeah, they all look like phones, apart from the first one, which looks like a transmitter. But I can see why they changed it to make it look more modern and like an old sort of thing. But I originally like the first Digivice. Then we move on. Right. There's always been a rivalry between Pokemon and Digimon, but I've still always liked Digimon over it. I have watched the original Pokemon and everything, and I loved Pokemon as a kid, and I loved Digimon as a kid, but Digimon just overall is better for me because it's my first anime and it was my better one. I watched Pokemon like straight after I finished Digimon. Here's all the rookie Digimon for old trainers, and they're missing one there because one of the characters came in later on in the series, Cory, and my crush, just saying. But she came on later in the series because I can't remember why. I watched it, but I watched it when I was like 7. Like watched the whole thing when I was 7. Because that's when I found YouTube. But here's all the some of the protagonists, and they're missing like 2 there because that's a really old picture. But Kari came in later because well, she wasn't supposed to be in there originally, but then they thought, oh yeah, let's have a sort of a romantic thing going between TK and Kari, and that's Kari's like Ty's like sister, and TK's Matt's brother, and the C connections. Yeah, just yeah. They're the 10th anniversary because it came out on 2000. I think 2000. It was either 2000 or 1999. And they had their 10th anniversary in 2009 or 2010, and that was cool because like they had their series, they had Data Squad out at the moment, and they were like, you know, developing Digimon Fusions. But Data Squad then had their movie, and I can't remember what they done for the 10th anniversary. I think they brought out games, but here's one of the movies. The movies, I've only watched the first movie. See, I've watched the first movie. I think the second movie of it, and some of third, but I missed like most of the third because I was like out on a walk or something, and I didn't have it on DVD. It was on like TV or something. And the first movie was, I think, the best because but it was really rushed. Whenever you see an anime movie, it's normally rushed, and Digimon movie was rushed, and it was like, oh yeah, let's defeat this guy, but then make it longer. So they should have defeat it and just make that longer instead, because they had like 4 people against like one like master thing, and it was stupid because I think they should have had the whole thing. And I just put that meme in to make you laugh. Just saying. They should have made the movie way longer. Yeah, like just focus it on that one bit, but they changed it into 2 bits, which is stupid. Then that should be a separate movie or something. But they had made games. The first, they had Digimon World, which came out first, and this was like really recent. But they had multiple games. They had PS2 ones as well, and like Game Boy ones. I have like the Game Boy ones, one on my phone and one on my Game Boy actually. I have one of the DS ones. Didn't get any PS2 ones because I don't own. Well, I do own a PS2. It's just that I don't think they sell those games anymore. So, and then I have Digimon Dusk here, which was better than Digimon Dawn, surprisingly, because it had Gawamon, my favorite Digimon. I love Gawamon. So awesome. So awesome. Oh, and the whole series is made by. The whole game series is made by Bandai, and even their toys and stuff were made by Bandai as well. So I think they have a really strong connection. Because like when you have it, I used to watch it on video because they never used to air it on TV here in England. But when they used to have like adverts before the video, so like they always had these like Digimon like figure things that like. They're like those doll things from Russia that like go into one, and they were really cool things. Like, and I really liked it. Here's all their Ultimate versions. I think Omega, I can't remember. So they have Lilymon, I think is something. Metal Garurumon, Angelmon. I don't know. I can't remember. And then there's War Greymon and stuff like that as well. But it's like really hard to like tell their names. They always have Mon at the end, so that's different. That's the difference between Pokemon and Digimon. There's a picture, a fan-made picture of a movie scene, of the first movie scene, where Kari and Tai find their first Digimon, and that's when a lot of other people found it as well. I think really, actually, you should go watch this series. Like seriously, it's a really good series. I'm trying not to be biased, but I'd have to give it my first 10. Just my first 10. And it's just so awesome. I highly recommend go watch it. It might be a bit childish now, kind of kiddish sort of thing, but it's still, I just think it's really good. It's a bit like Pokemon, just better. In my opinion. You might not think so. A lot of people don't think so. A lot of my friends don't like anime. I got some into it, like my best friend Will and my best friend my best friend Aaron and stuff like that. So thank you for watching, and yeah, thanks. Because it's my first Aniday. Probably gonna do one on Wednesday. If it's it doesn't get, I don't mind. I'll do one on a Wednesday anyway, and it's probably gonna be in Sword Art Online because I just finished the anime today actually. So see you guys. Awesome AWW Awesome Epic signing out. Passa.